Welcome back to OTR. Our guest this morning would like to replace the outgoing state treasurer, Steve Grossman of Beacon Hill. He's Republican Mike Heffernan. He's a Wellesley resident. It's his first run for office. He's the co-founder and advisory board member of Mobiquity, Inc., which is a Massachusetts-based tech startup. He also spent 2 decades with Citigroup. He's a graduate of Georgetown. He holds an MBA from NYU and also has a degree from the Kennedy School. And along with me, he outnumbers Janet on the set with 2 Wellesley residents to 1. So,
oh, that's right.
yeah,
that's right.
Thanks for joining us. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You're running against a Democratic's insider's insider, in a sense, in a state that really leans heavily Democratic. Draw a clear distinction about what you would bring to the office versus what Deb Goldberg would bring to the office.
Well, I bring two very distinct attributes, I believe. One is 30 years of business experience, and I think where we are now, both on a federal level, a state and a local level, that the problems and the challenges we face are too great to be solved just by the public sector, and I think we really need to bring the private sector and the public sector together to solve these problems. So I was in business, but I also spent 25 years in finance and banking, very similar to the things that the treasurer does. I helped raise money for large publicly traded companies and IPOs, and also worked for 25 years and still work with on the side with professional investors who run pension money.
But a lot of people from the business world who have entered government for the first time discover that running government is very, very different from running business. Are you up to that challenge? I mean, it really is 2 different animals.
Well, it's a great question. So I worked at Citigroup for nearly 2 decades, and that's 330,000 employees in 107 countries. And I managed within that organization for over a decade very successfully. Massachusetts is a $36 billion budget and 87,000 employees. So there are a lot of similarities in trying to get things done, working across the aisle. You do work across the aisle in the private sector, and sometimes it's not Republican and Democrat. It's a myriad of agendas that people are trying to reach. So what we need to do here in Massachusetts, especially as a Republican, you need to be able to reach across the aisle, build trust. When I'm elected, the day after I get elected, I start talking to the leadership. Where do we match up on goals? Where do we match up on how we get there? And start working together.
Where do you stand? You're a big supporter of casinos, right?
I'm
fair to say?
It's fair to say that I'm not a gambler, but I'm a big supporter of economic development in Massachusetts. And if people need to realize that if you vote down casinos, you're voting down $3 billion in economic development in Massachusetts.
So where I'm going with this is in the event that the voters do reject it in November, and if you become the treasurer of the Commonwealth, what can you do to make sure that the money stays inside our borders and doesn't go back outside our borders?
You mean
continue to flow
the casino money?
Right, the casino money would go back where it's been going.
I supported Charlie Baker's stance, actually, of reintroducing legislation for casino in Springfield. If you go to Springfield, there is no one that's going to invest $1 billion in Springfield. It has double-digit unemployment. It has all kinds of social issues and social costs. And the only way that you're going to be able to stabilize that urban environment is with a large investment. And if you look at, and I've actually done some work in my old job, we worked with a number of different industries, casinos being one of them. They're building an inside-out casino, so they're putting all of the entertainment and the and the street side vendors on the outside, not the inside of the casino, to really drive traffic.
But you're not spooked by the trend in Atlantic City with casinos, the closing of casinos, and the apparent step away from any economic benefit.
So Atlantic Casino is a destination with 12 casinos now going down to 8. So it's an over-casinoed resort destination. Springfield and the Wynn casinos are based in big urban economic. You're 20 minutes north of Hartford.
Right.
You're right outside Springfield on the Connecticut line on I-91. And Wynn is minutes from Boston. It's 2 very different economic drivers. So
my question is, if the voters say no to casinos, you're willing to go over their heads and reinstitute a casino, or try to go through the process of getting a casino in Springfield? So sort of ignoring what the voters have said?
So the people in Springfield voted for a casino. The people in
Plainridge are building
they're building a facility, and the people in Everett, 80-20, voted for a casino. So the local people have spoken. And I think we haven't created jobs in Massachusetts in 15 years.
Right.
We've grown 15,000 jobs in 15 years. If you bring casinos in, they're supposed to create upwards of 10,000 permanent jobs and nearly that many in construction jobs.
Are you ready for the OTR pop quiz? He said with a chuckle.
I'm not ready, but I know Babe Ruth struck out a lot, so
That's
I'm okay.
all right. Babe Ruth also hit pretty well, too. Manny failed 7 out of 10 times, and he still won a couple of World Series. The Massachusetts State Lottery is the most successful lottery in the nation. What percentage of its revenue is derived from scratch tickets?
Oh, I don't know.
It's about 70.
Yeah.
Speaking of scratch tickets, the lottery's world-class Millions has a top payout of $15 million. But what else is this ticket history making for in the Massachusetts Lottery?
You've got me stumped on that one, too. I'm sorry.
It's cost. It costs you $30 to buy it. What elected position has your Democrat challenger for treasurer, Deborah Goldberg, held in the past?
She was a member of the Board of Selectmen and also the chair of the Board of Selectmen in Brookline.
Excellent. We're going to take a break. You got 1 out of 3. That's success. We continue on the record with Mike Heffernan. Stay with us.